Nothing What is going on, y'all? It is your man Dito. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but Lord have mercy. I can't even get myself together. I can't even get this stuff off the screen. But what is going on, y'all? It's your man Dito. It's another day's journey, and I am glad about it. It's the holiday season. It is the holiday season, and we're just a few short days away from Christmas, and we are on today to have an incredible show. Now, before we get going, let me stick to my norm. I'm so excited because I got so much stuff to share with you in this hour. But before I do anything, let me first welcome you to Shop Talk, everyone's favorite show right here on everyone's favorite network. And listen, we're doing it both live on Facebook and on YouTube. And for those of you that are hanging out with us, we are grateful to have you with us. Whether you're listening to us live on one of those platforms I just mentioned, or if you're hanging out with us on one of our radio partners around the country, whomsoever you might be, however you might be listening, we are extra, extra glad to have you hanging out with us. As I mentioned, my name is Demetrius Tollfree. It literally says so right there. Those of you who are watching or hanging out with us, you can follow me on social media. Everything for me at D Tollfree, at DTOLEFREE. That's on Facebook. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. That's on everything that you can come up with. I am the same thing everywhere. And I want you to be able to make things happen. So listen, do me a favor, and get on the phone, call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Periscope, Marco Polo, whatever it might be. You want to tell everybody that you know that you are tuned in live right now to Shop Talk, where literally no person and no subject is off limits. Listen, we've got an incredible show. Before I do anything else, if you this is your first time tuning in, you're saying, "What in the world am I listening to?" Don't worry, I got you. Shop Talk. It's that beauty shop, that barber shop, that coffee shop, that nail shop, and that eat kind of shit, ha, that donut shop talk. I know the first of the year is coming. I'm gonna have to get rid of that donut shop talk. But until it comes, eat kind of shit. Oh, thank you. My God, today I felt the Krispy Kreme spirit come over me. But that donut shop talk, y'all know what it is. Where literally no person and no subject is off limits. I'm excited about today. Listen, want to give a shout out to people hanging out with us. I even got a chance to join in from Facebook today. What up, Young Dito? What up, though? We also got Ja'Cory Proto hanging out in the building as well. We've got Rosalind Alberti. I think Rosalind's in Stockton now, Stockton. I think she's where she's hanging out with us from today. Shout out to Dee Dee Felder in the virtual building. Also, we've got people hanging out on the Freedom Radio page. And shouted out that song said, "Can I get a witness?" And yes, we're saying witness, witness. And we also got the incredible Dr. Maggie Wincher in the building, who I got a chance to see face to face a couple of weeks ago. And listen, not Patty, Maggie, anytime you call, I'm coming to hang out with you, whether it's in Marin City or wherever else you may say. I'll be available to come hang out with you. Shout out to Ashlyn Cole. We'll get a chance to hear from her in just a second. We've got J-Mo Norman in the building. What is going on? Yes, it has been a while. Shout out to Pastor Emeritus Jerome Harris out in Atlanta of Georgia, hanging out in the building. We've got Latrice Tolan in the building saying what up to the Shop Talk family. Yes, we've also have BTK, as I call him, the Bowtie King, Alec McPherson in the virtual building as well. Shout out to the young homie, Alicia Dace. Wait a minute, where all y'all been all these weeks? I've been trying to shout y'all out for weeks. Where y'all been? Anyway, shout out to Alicia Dace in the building. My homegirl, we go back like four flats on a Cadillac. Listen, Lori Fairly Green in the building as well. Listen, today is going to be a great, great show. We've got a lot of things happening, and I want to give a shout out to Alec McPherson, because he is a guy that always wants to put his best foot forward, and he won't let any setbacks leave him in setback mode. He always uses it as a setup to get to the next level. And so my guy, Alan McPherson, has recently released a brand new coloring book. Yes, a brand new fashion related coloring book, and it is available on Amazon. So you can go to Amazon and BTK type in the, now you know don't nobody call my house phone, but anyway, type in the chat the name of your book. Must be a bill collector. Anyway, they probably call to say, when can we get that money? You know what I'm gonna tell them if I answer? Why don't you pick a day? That way we'll both be surprised. You understand me? Anyway, put in the chat, BTK, the exact name of your book so that we can go to be able to support you on Amazon. All right. With that being said, we also got Lady AJ Neers in the building. What is going on? We've got Tracy J. Wilson in the building. We've got Jennifer Hughes in the building. I'm going to ask this one more time for the people in the back. Where have y'all been for the last few weeks? I've been looking for y'all, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You're here with us now. Shout out to Sunny Vaughn in the building. Sunny, what is going on? And she's saying what up to BTK with his brand new book. All right, I got to stop the shout outs now. We'll keep it going in just a minute, but let's get ready now to bring up our first co-host out in the city of Hercules, California. She told me how to remember it. She said her and then Culees. You understand? So that's how I'm remembering where she is today. Let's bring her up, my homegirl and yours, without further ado, the incredible Ashlyn Tara Cole. Ashlyn,
Oh my
what
goodness.
is going on?
This is how we know we're aging. This is how we know we're aging when you can't remember the little simple things. It's just so funny. It's so funny to me. I am good. It is the winter season and I have on my beanie. Ain't no shame in my game today. Is it weird? Let me know please in the comments. Am I the only one when it gets cold in the house? I just tell people to put clothes on. Just put some more clothes on. Put a hoodie on, put a jacket, put a hat on. We in the house, but just put a sweater on. That's
Why not just turn the heat on? You don't do that no more?
Because I don't like it, because in 46 seconds, I'm going to be too hot.
Now, you know what? I feel you. Allegra's in that same vein, so I feel you. I feel you.
In 46 or 47 seconds after I put the heat on, I'm going to be too hot. And then I'm miserable because now I can't cool the house down. Now the house is warm. Now I'm too hot.
I can't.
Now I got to go outside. Is it anybody that feels my pain? I mean, this is the reality of life. Keep living. If you're not experiencing this, just keep living. Thank you, Lori. Wow. I appreciate you for letting me know I'm not alone. Thank you. But yeah, if I'm cold, I put on clothes. I put on more clothes, I should say. And then when I get hot, I could just take it off, and then it's easy. And then exactly. An electric blanket and a fan at the same time. This is it.
I can't. I cannot. I can't. That's like Allegra. She's not. I don't think she's watching as of yet. But that's the same thing that she'll do. She'll turn the heat on. She'll get under the covers and then turn the fan on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, aren't you kind of like defeating the purpose? The heat. You're under the covers. Then she turns the fan on, and then 5 minutes later, she kicks the covers off.
Yes. Aggressively kicks the covers off.
Yeah.
And
then 15 minutes later.
Get off of me.
And then 15 minutes later, she gets up and turns the heat off. Now, she already had the fan on, so I'm already like in between cold and pneumonia. But, it's all good. You know what? I'm not tripping. Listen, we're going to keep things going. Ashlyn, I am glad to have you hanging out with us. Welcome home. Let's get ready to bring up our next co-host, your friend and mine. I got a chance to hang out with both Ashlyn and our next co-host last week. We had a great time. And part of today's show is going to be based on things that we discovered last week. So let me bring him up. He's my guy. He's Ashlyn's bestie, always makes us laugh. Incredible young man, very smart, very intuitive, very creative. And I don't have my latest creation. I should have had it on. But anyway, let's bring him up without further ado. Up the street, around the corner, go up the hill, look to the left in the cul-de-sac, knock on the red door. Coming to the door to open it is nobody but my guy, Ja'Cory Prothro. Ja'Cory Prothro in the building.
Jesus, it's so cold. I need a coat. Jesus is cold. Praise the Lord, everybody. What's going on?
Praise the Lord. We're happy
to. Where's your sweater?
Well, I got the heater on. I got sweats on. I got socks on. You know, it's
Yes.
cold though. It's very cold, and it doesn't seem like Christmas.
It doesn't
Well,
seem like Christmas
it's
to
gonna
you?
it doesn't feel like Christmas because we're getting older. That's why it doesn't feel like Christmas because we're getting
Oh.
older, and the things that we
Oh,
Oh
used to
no,
expect
Ja'Cory.
and
We
look
need
for.
to change that. We need to
Yeah,
change that.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But you know what? Listen, we've got a great show lined up for you today. Those of you hanging out, come. And so, listen, I'm trying to multitask, and I think I'm doing okay. So let's do this. We got some more comments coming in. Again, we've got Erica, AJ, Lady AJ, who is in the building, and we've got so many people hanging out with us.
oh my God! I see my godmother on there. I'm sorry, I just had to interrupt. Carol Hopkins, what's up? I love you. I love you. I love you. It's a whole bunch of new
It is
people on
all
here. It must
good.
be Christmas.
It might be. It must be. It might be. Listen, we opened up today's show with an incredible song from the Williams Singers. So shout out to the Williams Singers with their version of Noel. They was cutting up with that song. I'm gonna have to play that again because I forgot just how good their Christmas album is. So if you don't have it,
So good.
make sure you go over to uh, iTunes or YouTube somewhere and be able to stream that Christmas album that they have and be able to make things happen. All right, listen. As we get ready to go further into today's show, you will not believe what I'm getting ready to say.
Uh
I'm in here as normal, setting up for the show as I normally would. I get a text message and a knock at my door.
oh. Uh
And I
Uh,
said, who in the
is it
world,
Poncho? Was it Poncho?
who in the world is knocking at my door
Oh,
at this time of morning?
hold
So
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You can cancel the APB, okay? Just cancel the APB. I think we found him. I know the missing person. You can take him off the milk box. Is it too late? Did you already put him on the back of the milk carton? Can you take him off, please? I think we found him, Jesus. Oh, hallelujah.
so in the building today, unknown to me, he gave me no fair warning. Just did a knock on my door. Then he tapped on my window pane. It is
Step
in
on
the
your
building, my
window
guy, the incredible Pancho Romero. Pancho,
pane. Poncherelli.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? You know what? I certainly miss you guys. I'm so happy to be here with you this morning. And Dito is absolutely right. I just arbitrarily just showed up at his door. No warning, no call, no, just showed up and yep. And so I was just like, I'm here for the show. Like like I've been doing it every week for like the past 6 months or whatever it is. But I want to say thank you for having me on board. It's really good to see you guys. I miss you guys, Ashley and Ja'Cory, and of course Dito, and to all the Shop Talk family. It's good to be with you today, and I'm excited to see what's happening for the rest of the show.
Oh wow, Ponch!
it is all good.
I'm I'm so impressed. It's so good to see you. It has been a year of Sundays. A year, not a month. It's been a year of Sundays. Oh wow. Welcome.
Yeah, well, he is in the building. We're glad to have him. And today we're going to do something. Yeah, I see, man. They letting you have it with the comments. BTK is talking about he's been in the zoo wrestling snakes and preaching to the apes. And then Dee Felder lets us know that the alligators finally let him go.
Mhm.
It's
Let my people go.
yeah, it's one of those type of days. Listen, today we're going to do something that we've never done. And that is, first of all, I'm going to mute him because he's right next to me so we don't have an echo. Anyway, today we're going to do something we've never done. First of all, again, shout out to everybody that's hanging out with us around the country and hanging out with us. Shout out to Felicia Walker Johnson, who is in the building, and so many more. I see people chiming in and logging in and watching us today that I haven't seen in a while. So again, welcome to all of you. But today, we're going to do something that we haven't done that I know of. Last week, there was technical difficulties. Facebook was down. Instagram was down. We went, the show was only on YouTube, and everyone as of yet doesn't subscribe to our YouTube channel, but that's a good plug. This is a good time to remind you to be able to shout out and follow the Freedom Radio YouTube page. That way you'll be able to or subscribe to the page, rather. Subscribe to our YouTube page. That way you'll be able to know every time that we go live. So even if you don't get the ding or the pop-up on Facebook, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to get that ding and that pop-up in your YouTube app to come on in and hang out with us. And then you won't miss out on great shows like we had last week. Again, I want to shout out to some of the radio stations around the country that play us. They were able to get the whole show, and some of the people who've been listening have been reaching out to me and letting me know that they heard us on this particular network at this. And that, listen, it is very exciting. So again, shout out to all of the radio stations around the country that have brought Shop Talk to their network. All right, with that being said, we're going to do something today that we've never done, and I'm going to call it the Shop Talk. What did I say I was going to call it? I said I was going to call it something. You know what? I if I don't say it right, then it's not going to have the same feel. So I said we were going to call it the who knows?
I got you. It wasn't Shop Talk After Dark. It was, I'm about to tell you right now.
Shop Talk Rewind.
The rewind. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're going to do a Shop Talk. Do that again, Jacory. We're going to do a Shop Talk Rewind. Shout out to my homie Shelly Forbes in the building. Who I did see Shelly. I saw Shelly face to face at the reunion concert at the Coliseum. She's a member of Heirs to the Throne. Pancho, I know you remember Heirs to the Throne.
Absolutely do, man. I miss those guys. We haven't seen them sing in quite a long time. It's been years, right, Dito? Since we've seen them, but I do remember them very well. They have been a great influence around the Bay Area singing. So they definitely touched my life when they were singing.
Absolutely, yeah. Heirs to the Throne, an incredible group. Shelly was a part of that group, and her sister Gloria used to always kick me off the drums. I just thought I'd throw it out there for free. Her sister would always kick me off the drums. And I was an amazing drummer at that time, but because I didn't come to the rehearsals, I was trying to help them out. But she would always kick me off the drums, like, no, don't play with us. Oh, okay. Then be drummers. Clap your hands and use the tambourine. Anyway, glad to have Shelly in the building. But we're doing the Shop Talk Rewind. We've never done this before. Ashlyn, we are doing this specifically for you and for all of the lady listeners. Yes, for you and all of the lady listeners that we have today. Last week, we had a question of the day.
Oh, Lord. Jesus.
You left before we got a chance to do it. We got a chance to get Jacory's option and his thought on it. We got a chance to hear from Demetrius. We even got a chance to hear from Yolanda, who is not with us today. She is on tour in Rome or somewhere like that. She's out there somewhere making things happen. But today, we are going to do question of the day rewind specifically for you. And it goes like this, Ashlyn. So, and this is to all the ladies as well, but we'll pose it to you. You give us the verbal answer. Everyone else will chime in the chat. Ladies, if you have a friend and your friend likes a guy, but that guy doesn't like her, he likes you, does that make him off limits? I'm going to say it again before you chime in. Ladies, if you have a friend, a female friend, and your female friend likes a particular guy, but that guy is not interested in your friend, he's interested in you. Does that make that man off limits? Ashlyn, we start with you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He is not off limits, and here's why. Now, first of all, if your friends, obviously, it certainly depends on the level of your friendship. If this is just somebody you go to church with and they just walk up to you randomly one Sunday and say, "Oh, I have such a," okay. That's a good question, Erica. Has she been in a relationship with him before? If that's the answer is yes, then absolutely. Here's the code. Here's the sister code. If you dated him, I won't. He's automatically off limits if you've ever dated him. I can't think of any circumstance that would make that okay. If I just can't think of not one circumstance that would be okay. But anyway, that's just me, right? Um, but no, here's my philosophy, and really, it's Bible. It's because I want to be in order. The relationship is based on the man's choosing. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor with God. So I have to submit to that. I have to submit to the process. I can't put, insert my will into the process, lest, a failed marriage like I have in my past is what happens, because I entered my will into what God would have for me. So anyhow, she comes up to me, hey, I really like such and such. And then he expresses to me that he likes me and he's interested in me. Now, depending on what his intentions are, if he's just talking about, can I kick it? No, you can't. Can I kick it? No, you can't. If you just want to, that's a no for me. But if your intentions, if you prayed and you said, God told me that you're my wife and I would like to explore this, then I'm going to allow myself to be chosen. Hello. And she would have to understand. And if she doesn't understand, I have a lot of friends. I'm good with the friends that I have, and my friends that I have close to me would understand. In fact, they would be happy for me. Oh my goodness, this might be your husband. This is what you've been praying for. Who am I to get in the way of what God has for you? My bad. I'm going to take dominion over my desires. I'm going to pray to God and give me somebody who is for me, because what God has for me is for me. So absolutely not. No.
So
Love you, girl.
Absolutely not. He's not off limits.
He is absolutely not off limits. If he is
Okay.
coming to me and choosing me, he is not off limits. No.
Okay, I got you. So let me throw a couple of these comments up here. We got Lady AJ chiming in, saying agreed with what she said. Let me put up what Alicia Days put on. Alicia Day says, and again, ladies, the question of the day is, and we're going to throw it to Pancho in a minute. We're going to switch it up, but the question of the day is, if you have a friend and that friend was interested in a particular guy, that guy may not have been interested in your friend, but he's interested in you, does that make him off limits? Ashley is saying, based off the scenario that we presented, not if they were dating before, but that he just liked her and they didn't never talk. She said no, that he's not off limits. Then let me put what Alicia Day says. She says, nope, not off limits. However, because I value our relationship and her feelings, she said I wouldn't do it just because we cannot. Just because we can doesn't mean that we should. I like that. Lori Fairley Green chimes in and she says, not off limits. He should tell the friend about his interest in me, so so she clearly understands his intentions, and I am not the one running interference. I get it.
Yes.
And Latrice Tolan says, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I thought she was about to write. I thought they was about to write, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Never mind. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't think we really know what dating means. My guy from my church, Michael Washington, he chimes in and he says, absolutely not. If your friend liked him and was not okay, you should not date him. Find someone else. All right, we got people chiming in from everywhere. We're getting different opinions. I'm getting ready to throw it out to Pancho in just a second. He's also a single young man. So Pancho, let's flip the script. Let's put you in the female's perspective. All right, you like a particular girl, and that girl, you like a particular girl, and one of your homies like that same girl, but the girl doesn't like him. She likes you. Based on what we're talking about, does that make that particular girl off limits to you?
Oh my goodness, Dito, this is such a good question. You know what? I'm feeling exactly what Ashley said. I would be like, I think I would take a step back and be like, okay, hold on just a minute. Let's assess the situation. Can I say no or can I say yeah? I don't know, man. I guess because I haven't been in that situation before. I've been in situations where, friends would be like, hey, man, I like that young lady. Can you introduce me or whatever the case may be? And then I was like, oh yeah, I'll take the lead for you on that. I'll make that connection happen for you. And then, but once that's done, I certainly would not have any inclination as to try to, get in the way of that situation. But you never know, man. We ain't never said how fine she was yet.
Wow.
No, wait, is she fine though?
Here we
Oh my
go.
goodness.
Here we go. You know
Wait,
what?
Punch, can I ask
Huh?
you a question though? If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
Poncho, if you're the man in this situation, right? If you're the man in
Amen.
the situation, and there's a young lady that is interested in you, and you know that you don't have any interest in her, but you're nice because that's the type of man that you are. You're not rude and you're not dismissive, and so you would be nice. You weren't necessarily entertaining it, but she might have got some ideas in her mind. But then her best friend, she brings her best friend to church one day, and you like, oh, that's wifey right there. Then you're saying like you wouldn't, because she shows interest in you, you wouldn't then follow that instinct and pursue or inquire even about her best friend, because you don't like
Well,
her, but you see her best friend and you're like, hold on a minute.
you know what? I get you, Ash, and I think it's a way that I would handle it. If I really wanted to holler at somebody, but I knew that someone would be hurt because of it, I think I would take a step back and maybe not include that other person
Okay.
in my interaction. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there I might have to do, instead of running the off tackle, I'd have to kind of do a sweep around the side or something like that. Uh, but I mean, but it's awful funny. Sometimes there are just some ethical reasons why I wouldn't do something like
Yeah.
that, because my intention is not never to hurt anybody. I just want to withdraw, you know. But like you said though, Ash, one of the things that I am learning to accept, that when God has something for you, it's gonna
Come on.
make its way available. And if that happens, and I just be like, hey, look, you know what, I really appreciate it, but watermelon over here is looking too good. And she called me and I'm texting. I'm like, then I would certainly say something about it, like, sorry, but this is what's happening. Because ultimately, you know, everybody's got to be happy at some point, right? I mean, we cannot not be happy. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know, D. How much? What kind of sacrifice would you make? I don't know.
That's a
That's a
hard one.
hard one.
Well,
That's
I'm
a
gonna
hard
tell
one.
you this. I saved Jonathan Johnson. What's up, Jonathan? We glad to have him hanging out with us. He put a comment up, and I saved it until you guys got through talking. So I want to put this up right now. Jonathan says it's important. He said, I think it's important to know your friend and how your decision would affect your relationship. He further says, if
Right.
I'm the friend, I wouldn't care. So I like the
Right.
way he's thinking about the fact that if you know your friend, or you and your friend have that understanding, that conversation, or whatever it
Right.
may be, then if you and your friend have that understanding, hey, I didn't initiate this, this young lady or this young man initiated this. Hey, I'm just being open, honest, and upfront with you. This is what happened. How do you feel about this? If that friend gives you grief, then you can kind of make things happen from there. Shout out to Shelly Forbes, who says ultimately he is not off limits. He kind of, but it all depends on the
Correct.
friendship. How is the decision going to affect your friendship? Let me reach out and let you know that my guy Paul Cooley is in the
What's up,
building.
Paul?
Paul, you came in at a good time. Let me just put it back on the screen. Today's Shop Talk Rewind. We are talking about we mentioned it to ladies, but we can pose it either way. But if your friend likes a person, and that person doesn't like your friend, but he likes you, does it make that person off limits because he liked your friend, or because your friend liked him first or her first? All right. So as I have it posed on here, it was for ladies. So to give it clarity, ladies, if your friend likes a particular guy, but that guy does not like her, he likes you, does that make him off limits? This
I
this has been a big thing. Go ahead, Ash.
Yeah, I think that, everybody's sort of saying the same thing, which is the first thing that I said. You have to first quantify the relationship with her. You have to first quantify that. Now, if we go to church together, right? I call almost all the women in my church we're close. I would consider them a friend, right? But if a man walks into the church and we all know each other, we've been going to church together for 15 or 20 years, it's his choice. It's his choice. He that finds a wife, it's his choice. So if the sisters in the church are fighting over him, we are out of order. We're out of order. You should be minding your business and focusing on your relationship with God, but you should not be fighting over a man. It's his choice. God told him, if you find a wife, you go find a wife. God didn't say I'll find a wife for you. God didn't say I'm going to choose the wife for you and then I'm going to show it and you're going to know for sure. Because no, that's not what God said. God left it in the hands of the man. God said, if you're following me, I'm going to give you that gift to go find a wife. And when you find that wife, you will find a good thing and you will find favor with me. So I think that if more men knew God has given you, like, that's a huge responsibility. Now, to whom much is given, much is required, right? And so God has given men this call. Go ye therefore and find a wife. I think that, and this is a deeper conversation, I think that women, not all women, don't come for me, some women have turned the tables around. So now we're out of order. So now women are fishing for husbands. Women are going to get husbands. Women are fighting for husbands. Women are seeking husbands. That it's out of order. So now all men have to do is sit back. Y'all ain't got to do a thing. Sit back and I promise you somebody gonna come to you.
Yeah.
And it's tough for us ladies.
Pancho said, where you go to church?
Why, Pancho, you coming to my church?
Girl, I need to get over there.
So ladies, for myself, ladies like me who are in order, who are in, I'm in the field taking care of my business, as the Bible said, and, hoping or praying, being in right relationship. But here's my prayer. I told God, if I am not a wife and my life be for your will, if my life is for ministry, I'm okay with it. Because I was stressing. I was literally sitting around stressing. I'm gonna be married by 40. And 40 came and went. Well, surely I'm gonna be married by 45. 45 came and went. And I'm wasting time in ministry. I'm wasting time in my giving. I'm wasting time in my mental health. I'm wasting time in my finances, focusing on something that's not for me to focus on. God wants me to focus on being a wife so I can be found. What does that look like? How does a wife act? If I'm somebody's wife, I'm not flirting with such and such and so and so. I'm not out here running the streets. I'm not out here. I'm somebody's wife, and I need to carry myself accordingly, and that's how I live my life. And so that I think that if more men would remember that God has given you this gift of go find your wife, then I think that we would get ourselves back in order, and we would begin to set things back to the way, in the alignment that God started them off, the way that God is calling us. He's waiting for us to just get it together. Yeah. And that's why so many things are out of order. We are out of order in our homes. And that's why, the updates, I'm not coming for Apple by no means, but I saw a post. I haven't done the update, but there's no family memes in the new update for Apple. There's no fathers, there's no mothers, there's no families. It's just figureheads, because we're losing the family structure. And we need, the church needs, the world needs us to get back in order.
Absolutely. I love it. I think all of this has been great. Thank you, Ashlyn, for your insight, and Pancho for his availability for the subject and to visit your church. But we're going to keep things going. Let me just run over a couple of quick comments, and I'm going to get us out of here. My guy Amar Khalil, what's up, bro? Up in Sacramento, chimes in and says, in order for a man or woman to have friends, he must first show herself to be friendly. I hear you, bro. Paul Cooley finally chimed
That's
in
important.
and said, God had to prepare me for marriage again.
Yes.
And I'm with you, bro. And congrats in advance. I wasn't invited to the engagement party, but it's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's all good. And then, yes, you are right, Dee Dee Felder and Ashland, that the family structure is suffering. All right, y'all. We're going to keep things going. We now do have a break-in. We do have another guest co-host out in the ATL of Georgia. We already know who it is. And yes, I do have his music queued up. All right, let's get ready to bring him up without further. Ashton shakes her head every time I do this. But let's get ready to bring him up without further ado.
Where's my music?
With his own. I'm gonna get to you some theme music. We're gonna make it happen. But you already know, those of you who are familiar with BMF, this is my guy in the building. BMF, you know, they call him Big Meech. Demetrius Hunter in the building. Demetrius, man, welcome to today's show. Man, what's going on?
Hello, good morning, everybody out there in Freedom Radio land. Welcome to Shop Talk, another great edition of Shop Talk. It's another great Wednesday here in the ATL. You can unsee and in me.
Meech.
Yes.
When did you get your pilot's license?
How do I get my pilot's license?
When did you get your pilot's license?
Yeah.
My aviators, aren't they amazing? These were gifted to me by one of my good friends here in Atlanta who's launching his eyewear line. So he's definitely these were gifted to me. So I said, I'll put these on and try them on. This is my first time wearing them. What do y'all think?
They're the right color.
Felicia Johnson chimes in and said that she likes them, so it's all good. I'm not mad at you.
You got to catch the detail. Catch the little leather red stripping right here on the side.
Come on, leatherette.
Come on,
leatherette.
The leather red stripping right here, the piece on the side with the detail. You got to catch the detail.
No, I like the idea of them. I do. I like
right here as well, and it's on this side. He's onto something.
But Meech, I need you to Meech. Meech, my love, Meech.
What?
I need you to get a little terry cloth, and I need you to just clean them off a little bit, because when you represent somebody's brand, you don't want to have fingerprints on the front. It's okay. I know you didn't notice, but I'm here for you.
I didn't notice. I actually just grabbed them last minute.
I'm here for you. I want you to shine.
I don't know. I took them out the package. You know, when we have this stuff, we're like, oh, and I'm just looking like,
oh, exactly. No, that's right.
More prints on them.
Okay.
I can't get y'all. So David Jones chimes in and says, Demetrius, can he get a pair? He wants to get a pair. So when you get
definitely, he's creating his, I guess, his website or purchase site or whatever.
Get him on the show. Get him on the show.
He definitely gifted me these. You want to bring them on?
Yeah, let's definitely do it. Let's definitely do it.
Absolutely.
Listen, you chimed in at a great time. We can actually keep things going. I'm looking up at the clock, and this time is getting away from us. Let me jump in really quick to today's National Day. I only have one on purpose. I only have one. And today's National Day, sorry, Ash. Today's National Day reminds me of my children, because today is National Twin Day.
Oh,
National Twin Day. So
nice.
I'm going to be posting some pictures of my kids as the day goes by. But today is National Twin Day. So if you are a twin, or if you know some twins, today would be a great day to shout them out, because today is National
Peace Gospel
Twin Day.
Choir Twins. I always call them the Peace Gospel Choir Twins, because that's where I know them from.
Yeah.
I know
Jermaine
that's bad.
Jermaine. No,
But I always call them the Peace Gospel Choir Twins.
that's funny. That is really funny.
Jermaine and Tremaine, they were on. One of them was on with us a little bit earlier. And now, very quickly, I want to just run over today's birthdays. And I got a couple more things I want to try to talk to you guys about. But today's birthday, Brad Pitt, actor extraordinaire. We know him. A lot of people know him from being the sidekick to Angelina Jolie. But today is his 61st birthday. Those of you who may have watched Ocean's 11, 12, or 13, today is his 61st birthday. Also, musician Christina Aguilera. Today is her 44th birthday. So shout out to her. Incredible movie director Steven Spielberg. Today is his 78th birthday. Singer extraordinaire Angie Stone should be somewhere close to you, Demetrius, out there in the ATL somewhere. Angie Stone. Today is her 63rd birthday. And then last but not least, the incredible, gone on to be with the Lord at this point, but DMX. DMX, the incredible rapper extraordinaire, would have been 54 today, but he was born in 1970, same year I was born, and has left the earth after of 2021. Today would have been his 51st birthday. But Ashlyn, you know what it is. This is when I throw out to you to encourage those having a birthday during this time.
Absolutely. If you haven't, you mentioned DMX. If you all haven't seen, I think it's Unsung, but I thought it just came up on my Facebook, a wonderful documentary about DMX and his life as becoming a father of many. But it was such a good documentary. So look, shout out to my sister Ryan McCullough. It is her birthday today. And I definitely want to shout her out. If you all have not made it up to Aunt Bill's in Fairfield, California, please, ma'am, please, sir, do yourself a favor and go up there. It is absolutely delicious. Okay, I can't eat like that every day, but it is absolutely delicious. Okay. And if you're in Houston, they have one in Katy, Texas as well. Look, from all of us here, birthdays are to be celebrated, okay? So I need you to just go celebrate it. Find a way. If you don't know how to celebrate, call your bestie. Call Jacory. Jacory is a wonderful event planner and will help you to decide how to celebrate your birthday, okay? But please do, because it's the day that the Lord has made. The Lord created you even before your birthday. So the birthday is your welcoming into the world. So we want to celebrate it every single year because it's what God has done. He gifted us with you. I want to celebrate that. So woohoo! Let's go celebrate from all of us here at Shop Talk and all of our affiliates. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Ash. I appreciate you for doing that. Shout out to Rob Ellis in the building, hanging out with us on YouTube. Rob, you came up in conversation. His name came up in conversation last week. So shout out to you, man. Glad to have you hanging out with us. My dude,
congratulations. Say congratulations to me. You just got married.
Oh, I missed that. Congratulations.
Yes.
Congrats to him.
And it was his birthday this past weekend. So happy belated birthday to you.
Awesome stuff. Shout out to my guy up in Sacramento. For those of you who don't know, my dude Scott Galbraith is in the building from Sacramento. He is the Loose.
Hello.
He is the chaplain. He is the chaplain for the Sacramento Kings.
Yes.
So I definitely want to give him a shout out. This is my bro. He's hanging out with us today. Want to give a shout out to my former mailman when I was in Oakland. Oscar Johnson is in the building. Glad to have him hanging out with us again. And I think I mentioned Patricia Farr earlier, but since she just typed in something again, I will mention her again. Shout out to her. And then, of course, Rob Ellis says to us, thank you for all of the wishes. Now, listen, last week we had the show, and when we left, me, Ashlyn, and Jacory, we took a field trip. We took a field trip last week and got a chance to hang out and see each other face to face. Now, Ashlyn and Jacory hang out together all the time and never call me, don't include me. Do they include you, Pancho? Yeah, they don't include him either. Anyway, I got a chance last week to hang out with Ashlyn and Jacory, and we took a field trip. And we took a field trip to someplace, shockingly enough, Jacory, I'm still floored by this, a place where Ashlyn had never been before. Jacory, you won't believe this either. So last week, I mean, not Jacory, Demetrius, you won't believe this either. So last week when we got the show, took a field trip to Walnut Creek. And I said, meet me here and we're going to go check this out. And Ashlyn's like, what? I've never been there. I was like, what? So we went to the Louis Vuitton store last week. And Ashlyn, shockingly enough, said that she had never been there before. Ashlyn.
Never.
So she's never been to a Louis Vuitton store or that particular location?
No. Any Louis Vuitton store in any part of the entire
Bless your
world.
heart, sweetheart. Bless your
If
heart.
you want to view
Bless your heart. You've been
paradise.
to Louis in Dallas, Atlanta, New
No,
York.
it was
Bless your
Yeah.
wonderful.
heart.
Can I just say it was wonderful, and it has. Dito, I want, first of all, I want to say thank you because there are markers in life where something happens or someone does something for you or introduces you to something or exposes you to something that is life changing. Dito and Jabari, I must say thank you to you because going into the Louis Vuitton store last week, it was life changing. It really was life changing. I somehow, from going in there, thought I need to make more money. This is the thought process. I need to make more money. I need to make more money because I want to go into Louis Vuitton and buy this bottle of perfume that I really, really loved. And it actually, I sprayed it on me. They had a tester. I did, I did what I was supposed to. I tested it and it stayed on me for like 3 days. I took a shower. I still smelled it. I don't know. It seeped into my pores.
Welcome to the luxury brands
My body chemistry said,
and the
oh,
luxury
for
experience.
this, I give you praise. This was my body was saying. And so I was like, I want to not think about it. Could I go buy it? Yes. But I want to be able, the bottle of perfume is $375.
Afterpay.
Okay.
That's what
It's
all the people are doing.
$375. Okay.
Afterpay.
I
The
want,
people are using Afterpay and all
I
these
want,
other
no, see,
payment
I'm not
apps
going to
now
buy
that
Louis
take
Vuitton on
luxury
credit.
brands.
No, I'm not going to buy
Please
Louis Vuitton on
understand.
credit. No, it's too
Oh no,
dangerous.
I
It's too
don't have any
dangerous.
of them. I swipe my card. I don't have
No,
any
no,
of
I'm
them.
not going to, no. But I would like this $375 bottle of
So
perfume.
which fragrance was it? Which what fragrance
I
are you
can't
talking about?
remember, Dito. It's the one that
The blue
the
and
one
pink
that,
one. The blue and pink one.
the pinkish
Chill.
one that you got.
I'd have to see it again. I'd have to see it again.
Maybe
I
he
Yours,
went,
the
told a
one you got
gift it to you.
refilled.
I mean, I
Oh, the
don't
one I
know. I
have.
mean, his card
the
runs
one that,
real
the
long.
second one, not the main one that you got, but the
Runs
other.
longer
I don't
than
want to give
mine.
away too many secrets, okay, on this broadcast, okay?
But
The one I
actually, what
got
helped me
refilled.
was,
And Demetrius told free, you should have that bottle by Christmas. They have some long
but
credit
wait.
cards. They have
What
long
helped
credit
me
cards.
was I did not realize that you could just go and find somebody's empty bottle and be.
This is what I was trying not to give away too many secrets. I was trying not to give away too many secrets. Louis Vuitton, we apologize. We apologize. I don't
You
know if
can be
that's
blessed.
exclusive. I don't know if that's exclusive if you come in and then they tell you that, oh, by the way, or anyway. Okay, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I feel like
But
we
I'm
just
going in
gave
rooms
the
looking for
keys.
empty bottles.
We gave away the keys to the kingdom. No, the one that you have refilled, Dito, I think you got that for your wife. That is the one that I absolutely loved. It was kind of pinkish.
Blue. Pinkish
Oh,
blue.
oh yeah, okay. So I guess I'm gonna have to go back to the Louis Vuitton store to find the one that I would like. But I don't want
No,
nobody
send you a
to.
picture.
Huh?
Well, here's
Send you
the
a picture.
thing. Yeah,
Oh yeah, send me the
sent me a
picture.
picture. It's called California Dream. I don't have to hold no secrets. So
Oh,
there are some fragrances that Louis Vuitton has. I'm sure Demetrius can attest to this. But there are some fragrances that they have that are unisex, that are both male and
yes.
female. And so the one that I got refilled after California Dream, that is one of their unisex fragrances.
It's
And
yeah.
I normally mix it with something else, but sometimes the base.
It
That ain't your business.
Let me tell you, that California Dream goes great. You get that Bath and Body Works Platinum and splash that, and then put that Dream. Oh,
Hmm.
I walk through Emory.
No.
They be like,
I would not combine. This is like, oh
no.
Lord.
The
This
thing
is
about it
like
with me is,
using a $1,000 bottle of tequila
yes.
and using it to put it in a margarita. You don't do that. You don't. You
No,
use
you can. You can.
you.
Oh,
Okay.
So
gee.
the thoughts
I'm a
and
smellologist.
opinions,
I like to smell
the
good
thoughts and opinions of
all
Ashley
day.
Cole.
I don't drink it. I'm just saying. When I did, okay, I remember getting yelled at. I remember somebody brought a $300 bottle of wine to an event, and somebody said, "Oh, let me mix this with some juice." Okay, I didn't drink
First of
it.
all, why
I
would
didn't
you
drink it.
wine with juice?
I
But
don't
It's
it's
already
know.
not
I
great.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you don't mix Bath and Body Works with Louis Vuitton. I'm sorry.
You
I'm sorry.
can.
Now,
Yes, you
I will
can.
say this. I will say this. And
You
Dito and
can.
I talked about this at the store. Moisture
Experience.
fragrance adheres to moisturize skin. So you need to moisturize your skin first and then spray your perfume or your cologne. When you put it on like dry skin, it just kind of evaporates. You got to have a moisturized skin. Okay. Now, back in the day, we used to do Obsession. We used to have the Obsession lotion, and then we had the Obsession baby powder. But hopefully people they didn't get sick from that. And then we put the Obsession cologne over that, and we were just really doing it. But Louis Vuitton doesn't have moisturizer, so you need to find a neutral moisturizer or lotion for your body. Lotion up your body, and then put you
Bless you,
this Louis
Montana.
Vuitton, and you will smell good for a week. You will.
Well, I would tell you
That
this: we got a chance to
that
hang out. Let me tell you what I was trying to lead up to. I didn't know we was gonna get
what
stuck here, but
regiment
My bad.
was that?
no, it's all good. We got a chance to hang out. We went to Louis
That is not
Vuitton.
appropriate regiment.
We had an interesting experience in Louis Vuitton. Didn't matter, but we had fun. We left Louis Vuitton. Wait, did you? What happened with the security guard? No, you know what? I don't want to talk about that. Anyway,
The security guard.
Yeah.
Nothing happened with the security guard, Dito.
Did he
I
ask
merely
you the number, Ashley?
commented that he was good looking. I merely commented on that, and he
To
was.
him or just randomly?
She had a long chit chat.
I did not have a long chit chat. No numbers were exchanged. Okay, I don't even know his name. He doesn't know my name. We had to talk about the pillars that they had put up outside the store because I was like, why can't you park on the street? And he said, oh, well, because they've been breaking in. Somebody stole a Range Rover and drove it into the store and robbed Louis Vuitton. I was so fascinated. And so he was telling me all of this information. And then while I walked away, I happened to say to Dito, he wasn't bad looking. He was actually a good looking guy. And then we kept it moving. That's it. That's how life happens. Now, if he would have asked for the digits, I might have obliged. But he was not forthcoming with it. So I kept moving. That's it.
Ashton, I'm going to take you on a hood tour. Okay?
A
Anytime you
what?
pull up to a luxury store and
You
see that
act
there's
like I
barricades-
never
Hold
been
on,
to the
listen.
hood, Michi.
Listen, my
I'm from the
sister.
Field
Listen, my
Mo in
sister.
San
I'm trying
Francisco.
to help you. I'm
Field
gonna educate you
Mo.
real quick.
Now my
Because
name
some
is
things don't need to
Ashley
be
and I'm
questioned.
from the Mo and I'm here to
Some
tell
things
you that
are
I ain't know.
questionable.
That's
Some
the
things you don't have
Mo.
to question. If you
Hmm.
pull up to a luxury store and there's barricades or things blocked off, please keep in mind people pull up to the front and do runouts. Okay, that's been a thing that's been going on since the late '90s in the Bay Area, LA, New York. It's all over TikTok,
Michi,
Instagram.
here's the thing. Sometimes you have to find random ways to start conversations with people.
That's what I need you to admit. Thank
Okay.
you.
It's not an admission. It was not a secret. I was not withholding
Like, oh, I
information.
want to see
I
why the
merely
barricades
made
are in
an
front of the door
observation
here.
that no cars were allowed to park on the street, and we had to park on a lot far away. We took a long walk to get back to our car. So when I saw the security guard was there and there were no cars on the street, I said, sir, nobody's allowed to park on the street. And he proceeded to tell me the story of the stolen Range Rover that they drove into the store and stole all the goods. That was a nice conversation of what I had. I'm out of practice in the dating world, and so I might as well take advantage of somebody that wants to have a conversation with me.
There
So
you
I
go.
did, and then we kept it
chose
moving.
something that would create a conversation. You're doing good,
Dito,
sister.
back to
You're doing
you.
good.
Yeah, as it comes back to me, we're out of time. So what I was going to mention, we'll have to pick it up next week. Anyway, or the following week or in 2 weeks. So as I'm looking at the calendar, next Wednesday is Christmas. Are we doing Christmas show? Is anybody hanging out with us on Christmas? If we do the show, I mean, obviously you don't have to leave your house, but anybody available? Y'all, you
Poncho put his hand up. Wait, I'm in then. If Poncho's in, I'm
Oh
in.
wait, Poncho is.
Mhm.
What's up, Ponch?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Michi, you
You
just
over there
noticed that
quiet.
you just
Yeah,
noticed that
just
Poncho's
listening.
here.
Well, you know, I had saw,
Okay.
but I have realized I had not acknowledged the
It was
Bay
those
Area
glasses.
legend,
You need to get you
Poncho.
that terry cloth, Michi. You
Remember,
got to get terry
I do
cloth and
apologize,
glasses.
Ponch. My bad.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, it's
I'm gonna
good
leave
to
it
see
alone.
you.
Listen, looking up at the time, it is time for us to get ready to go.
This was
On
too much.
behalf of Ashlyn Cole in
Too
Hercules,
much.
California, Pancho Romero right next to me, on my left, Demetrius Hunter out in Atlanta of Georgia, and Jacory also down in Hercules of California. My name's Demetrius. We're out of time. Until the next time on this same Shop Talk Network. Lord have mercy. At this same Shop Talk time. You know
Y'all
how
pray
we
for
do
us.
it. You can help us say it. Ow, Eco.
Ow.